Hey, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Rob Balasabas. Welcome to the Coffee with Content Creators podcast. I do have my coffee here. This is a mug that was given to me by my mother-in-law, I believe, and for Father's Day. So, just want to share some thoughts today. It's been a little while since I've recorded a podcast episode. Just been a really, really busy season. If you guys are following me or we're connected on LinkedIn or Instagram, you guys will see that I've been doing a fair bit of traveling. There's a lot of conferences, and also we're hosting our own events. It's called Uscreen Connect, and we were just in Los Angeles a couple weeks ago, and just a busy whirlwind of a few days in Los Angeles hosting a Uscreen event, and then also doing some customer interviews and things like that, VIP dinners and things like that. So as my role there as head of partnerships, it's one of the things I enjoy the most. And so it was our first time hosting a Uscreen Connect event, and it was awesome. We are excited again on the theme of being super busy right now. We are about to head off to London next week. I'm going to be going there in a few days, and we're going to be there for about 5 days or so. We're going to be hosting Uscreen Connect in London, which is an event that we've created dedicated for our customers, our partners to connect. We're going to have panels, we're going to have workshops, we're going to have happy hour. It's going to be a blast. And then while we're there, I'm going to be down there with a few different team members, and Daniel Kosmala, who's on our team, brilliant marketer, brilliant creator himself. He's the face of our YouTube channel. If you go to Uscreen on YouTube, you'll meet Daniel. And he's going to be filming some customer interviews, and so I'm going to be helping with that. All the while, still doing all the things of sort of the day-to-day of running a partnership program and sponsorships, affiliates, customer advocacy, all those things. And so it's a busy season, but I'm loving it. I cannot complain. It's been such a fun season. Just really pushing the envelope on ways that we can foster community within our own company, within our own customers, between our customers and our partners and our team. And so it's been really, really fun. I mean, I cannot complain. There's definitely some long days, but I love what I do. I'm so blessed to be able to do that. And I'm excited every morning to wake up, and, Saturdays for us is sort of our rest day. And I do find it really hard to rest on a Saturday and just not touch my phone, not touch my socials, not touch my Slack messages or check my emails and stuff. And, it is our rest day. It's our Sabbath day on Saturdays, but it's so hard. And which is a good sign that, work is enjoyable, and, and but yeah, it's really a test. It's really tested me to rest and just slow things down on Saturdays, and trust that day to the Lord to really just let me rest. And so, but yeah, it's been good. It's been a good season. I'm excited to be back podcasting with you guys today. There's so many different questions, and to me, the hardest thing about creating content is really deciding what to talk about. I mean, there's so many things that we can talk about, and there's just so many things, when it comes to content and building a content business. There's so many different topics, and there's so many different questions and pain points that you can help people through. And I'm sure it's whatever niche or topic or profession you're in, there's so many things you can talk about. Such a deep knowledge base of information. And so, I'm kind of thinking through, and today, one of the topics that comes to mind is hidden revenue streams for content creators. Revenue streams in terms of building a business, in terms of creating revenue and sustainable revenue streams. There's so many different, we can talk about this all day, but I just wanted to kind of list some of the things that maybe some creators are not thinking through. Some of the revenue streams that creators are not exploring because they are so focused. I find anyway, most creators are really focused on two revenue streams. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I hear a lot of creators that are just focused, relying solely on ad revenue, right? This is, YouTube AdSense, YouTube Partner Program, ads, right? Ad revenue that's built into the platform. And so for our community of content creators, that tends to be the YouTube Partner Program, okay? Ad revenue. The other revenue stream that most creators focus on is sponsorships. Sexy, it's kind of lucrative, right? And so ad revenue and sponsorships, right? Both of them are great, right? They're great. There's always pros and cons to everything. But the downside to them is that they're fluctuating, right? Ad revenues can fluctuate month to month, seasonal, depending. Black Friday, Boxing Day, Christmas is coming up. And so you're going to see a lot of products being pushed and a lot of ad revenues are going to go up. And affiliate revenues are going to go up, especially, imagine if, you're a tech creator, maybe you talk about cameras, or maybe you talk about, camera gear or computers, right? You're probably going to get a lot of people searching up, watching your videos, clicking in your Amazon links, right? And so that's going to be really good. Come January, February, those revenue streams are probably going to drop, right? Because, camera companies are going to be pulling back on their ad budget. They're not going to be buying as much ads. They're not going to be doing as much sponsorships, right? And so it's seasonal fluctuating, all right? And so I wanted to just kind of list out some of these revenue streams that maybe you're not exploring, or maybe you're just not giving as much value, time and energy into building, that I would urge you and encourage you to do, because then you protect yourself from all of those fluctuating revenue streams, okay? And so the first one, no surprise, is building your own subscription, right? Building your own membership, right? That's where Uscreen comes in, right? Uscreen, right here, Uscreen. And so go to uscreen.tv, explore that, right? You can offer exclusive content, you can offer behind the scenes access. You can also create maybe a paid community that people would subscribe to in exchange to a monthly recurring fee. Okay? Recurring fee, recurring subscription, recurring revenue is great. Okay? Double thumbs up, because then it's predictable revenue. You can scale recurring revenue. You can also build this business to a pretty significant revenue stream with a very small team. If any, you could probably do it yourself, right? Maybe some VAs as you grow, but you don't need as much capital to build a membership revenue stream versus other revenue streams. Okay, so memberships, okay, that's the one. Before you even do that, you may even actually consider digital products, right? Maybe one-off courses, right? Mini courses. You may want to sell your ebooks or PDFs or templates, or if you're creative, maybe different templates. Whether it's presets with your camera, maybe it's templates for presentations, things like that, right? So think about digital products. What are the checklists? What are these things that people are paying for one time to solve a very specific problem? Okay, so creating digital products is a really good way that a lot of creators kind of oversee. Affiliate marketing, again, also fluctuating, but you should, at the very least, this is probably a hidden revenue stream. A lot of creators don't even think about it, is that you are already promoting different products, different services through your content that maybe you just need to kind of slow down and think about, like, hey, what am I talking about? Let me make a list of all the different products and services that I am promoting, that I'm endorsing already naturally, and then reach out to those brands, whether it's directly on their Instagram, maybe through their contact page on their website, maybe look them up on LinkedIn and find the VP of marketing or head of partnerships like myself, reach out to them on LinkedIn, and then let them know, hey, check out my channel. I talk about you guys all the time. I would love to see if there's an affiliate program that I can take part in, okay? There's so many revenue streams. I'll name a couple more, and because I don't want to overwhelm you, I just want to kind of like get your gears turning with some of the different ways that you can create revenue streams. Consulting and coaching. Again, everybody wants this fast money, money while you sleep, inbox money, that sort of like, make money quick, and like, hey, while I sleep, people are buying my stuff and paying for my stuff, and I'm getting all this like automatic money, right? But coaching and consulting is often overlooked. This is exchanging your time for money, but it's a great way to start building this sort of really engaged user base, this community, right? Where you're taking people from your content, they're consuming your content for free, and then now they're stepping up, putting up their hand and say, hey, I want to pay you for your time because I think that you can help me with whatever problem, whatever pain point, whatever challenge I'm facing, and I want to pay you for that. That, yes, you get to earn some money, but also second, you get to understand what pain point you are able to serve and help people with, and what they see you as an expert in. Okay? And if you start seeing a pattern, if people are reaching out to you all the time and say, hey, can you help me with my editing? Or hey, can you help me with my public speaking? Or hey, can you help me with this problem? You could say, okay, great. I think there's a pattern here. What I'll do then is I will create, after you've done some consulting and helping people with like similar issues over and over again, you package that. You then say, hey, you know what? I'm going to create a course, or I'm going to create this like one-time digital product that people can consume on demand on their own time without me having to be present, and I can sell that, right? If they then buy it and they still want more one-on-one time, then great. Then you can charge them one-on-one coaching or consulting. But at that point, you can then maybe start increasing your rates, right? Because you're able to say, hey, you know what? This is my rate, and hey, if you can't afford my consulting, per hour fee or my consulting fee, that's totally fine. That's all good. I have a course here that will take you through everything that I will teach you when I do a consulting or coaching. It's just going to be on demand. And if you find that you still need time to, my coaching, then let me know. We'll explore other options. But now that coaching initially will allow you to figure out like, hey, this is what I'm an expert in. This is what people see me as an expert in. All right. So many other things here. We talked about a paid community, sort of a membership that really does fall into place. Online classes, I think is really important. Small group coaching as well. So if maybe, hey, you know what, some people can't afford your one-on-one coaching, you'll say, hey, you know what, I do group coaching. So if you're open to that, that's great. We can do some group coaching. Okay. And so those are a few things that I think, you can explore some of the hidden revenue streams as a content creator. Now, I don't encourage you to explore all of these all at the same time. I encourage you to pick maybe one or two and really focus on launching and building and doing that. That said, it's really important that you have an email list. Don't do any of this unless you have an email list started. You should always have an email list. If you don't have an email list, you should have an email list. Start one. If you have one that is sort of dormant, that you haven't, emailed the people on the list in quite some time, email them. Even just send them a very personal update on your life, what you're doing, what you're up to, what you're working on. Don't ask for any money. Don't just re-engage back with your list, with your audience, your subscribers on your email list. Very, very important. And then you'll eventually get into the rhythm of doing that. But email list is so important. If you want to be a full-time creator, you need to have an email list. You need to be building that list because, for a number of different reasons, you don't want to lose your audience just because you lose your YouTube channel and your subscribers, or your Instagram account gets hacked or something, or whatever it may be. You want to have an email list. All right. And so email list is very important. So hopefully this has been really helpful. Like I said, there's so many other revenue streams that you can get into. But I think those are some of the hidden revenue streams that are often overlooked. All right. And so if you have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to reach out, send me a message. My email address should be somewhere in the show notes or in the description. You can also DM me on LinkedIn, on Instagram. Always happy to connect with you guys. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope this has been valuable to you and that, that's given you some ideas. And I would love a review on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to the podcast. Always love that. And send it to somebody, another creator that maybe is looking to grow their business, establish their business as a creator and go full time. That would be really awesome. I definitely appreciate that. That's the only way that, we are able to reach more people, all right, with the podcast. So thanks again. Hope you're doing well. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, take care.